All right, welcome here to the kind of the conclusion of the first round, which takes place over 2 weeks of the South Island Conference for the 3x3.EXE Premier competition. So James Lissaman, Community Basketball Manager for Canterbury Basketball here, and I'll be commentating the entire night along with a couple of guests, hopefully for some games. First game up we have here is UCMaroon.EXE, and they're in the light tops tonight, and they're going up against Whanganui.EXE in the dark tops tonight. So probably the main player to watch in each team, just with the ball going in for a layup now. Number 10, Big Brent Fisher for the UC Maroon team. And then for the Whanganui team, it's probably going to be more of a team effort, I'd say. Number 6, Zach Lilburn is the sort of the main administrator for Gators Club now, so he'll be one to watch. And then here's some younger guys who certainly not be backing down from the game from the other team here. Sorry, there was a quick sound check. So anyway, we're off now. So a quick pass here. Shorto UC Maroon looking on the side, and here he goes. Tapia drives, nice left-handed finish there, and he's able to go all the way to the basket and score the first point there for UC Maroon. Almost the answer there for the youngster for Whanganui.EXE. And Paul Stevenson, quick 2. Can't make it. Good rebound there inside. Drive here, nice step through, basket goes up, and the game is suddenly tied at 1 point apiece. And open, well, not really an open look, but Tapia taking the 2 there. And first sub here for UC Maroon, Brent Fisher will go to the sideline. We have Sam Jenkins has come in there, former player from St Andrews College. He's actually been away to, I think it was an NBA Basketball Without Borders camp, so very, very good shooter. As we see an air ball there for Whanganui.EXE. Score still 1 point apiece for the two teams. And 9 minutes 08. Check ball up the top just here. Stevenson passes it into Fisher, quick flare screen. Stevenson the kick out, Jenkins, very, very good shooter, and there he is. Makes me look smart, makes the 2. And then almost looked like he was faking to take that in. To recheck the ball was Seth Bryant. Sort of froze the defense for a second there, but UC Maroon up 3 points to 1. So check up top, Tapia with the ball here. Pass to the high post. Jenkins was open, up fake, drive to the basket, and a lovely dump off pass to Fisher. Bit of contact there, and remember there's a lot more contact allowed in this game as Fairbrother sends that one back. Shot clock had reset, I think that was erroneously there, and Tapia makes them pay. So UC Maroon up 4 points to 1. Here's Fairbrother inside. Nice turnaround jumper just slightly off to the left, and Fisher with the rebound. And looked like he wanted the handoff there. Jenkins tries to, can't get the same result where he made that 2 just before. Fairbrother, 6 seconds on the shot clock here. Kick out pass. Bryant, he takes the 2, and that one's just off the front of the rim. Jenkins gets the rebound. Tapia with the ball up top, inside to Fisher. There is good strong defense there. 2 on the shot clock. Bryant sends him back, and it's a shot clock violation there. Great defense from the youngster. We'll see as the referees round into sort of getting a bit more used to what's allowed. And remember, rule of thumb sort of thing for 3x3 is you don't have to be in legal guarding position like you do in 5-on-5. If you're in the position first, you're entitled to take, it's not a foul. Fisher there makes sure he gets that one. 5 points to 1, UC Maroon and white. Bryant tries to answer, and he does. Quick 2 there, 5 points to 3, about a quarter of the way through. Tapia, he launches a 2, nothing but net, so all of a sudden the 2s are flowing in. 7 points to 3. Step back, that one's just off, but Fairbrother with the rebound. Tries to get the fadeaway jumper. He goes in and he's denied by Stevenson, who gets the rebound as well. And offensive rebound. Fish was inside open, but it doesn't matter. Stevenson makes the basket. 8 points to 3. 7 minutes to go here. Young Seth Bryant drive. Nice kick out pass. Fairbrother is wide open. Can't quite make that one though. And Stevenson with an easy rebound. He's open for 2. Makes them pay here. 10 points to 3. So UC Maroon certainly have come back after the first couple of games 2 or 3 weeks ago, as Sam Tang goes all the way to the basket. Certainly with a lot more focus on shooting twos from behind the arc. And there was a foul there. Bryant brought his arm down. Tapia will go to the line to shoot one. Substitutions for both teams. Zach Lilburn, number 6 on for Whanganui, and Sam Jenkins, number 5 for UC Maroon. Tapia to shoot one from the free throw line. And straight down the middle. So 11 points, plays 4. UC Maroon up by 7 here. 6.5 minutes to go. Bryant, another good drive here. So the youngster's been scoring most of the points for Whanganui. Stevenson, another 2 for UC Maroon. So certainly on fire behind the arc, 13-5. And so that was just I think it took a moment for referee Hamish Dale just to realise what had happened. And it was Gators never had, Whanganui never had control of the ball after the basket. So UC Maroon wasn't entitled to pick up the ball when it was just bouncing free there. They have to actually let them get it. Lilburn, he shoots the 2 on his home court there. 13 plays 7 now. Stevenson, quick step back 2, hits that. So fast-paced scoring here, 15-7. Bryant drives, gets fouled. Will not count, but I think he'll go to the line to shoot 1. And yeah, as the players sort of have to switch off from what they get away, what they're allowed to do and not allowed to do in 5-on-5, and sort of have to remind themselves, you know, what contact is acceptable and what isn't in 3x3. Bryant, front of the rim, and Fisher with the rebound. Tapia, kick out pass. Jenkins drives, strong, and Bryant with the block there. So 4.2 on the shot clock here. And I think just off screen, no, you can see him. Stevenson was just signalling to his team as Tapia. He has been on fire tonight. So 17 plays 7. Whanganui knows they've got to hit a lot of 2s now. Lilburn just off the front of the iron. Tapia with the rebound there. And nice pass inside. Fisher could have gone up straight away. Fakes, does eventually make it. 18-7. Fairbrother, step back. Launches a 2. He makes that 18-9. So the points are flowing, but they have been a little bit on the UC Maroon side. Tapia trying to finish the game pretty soon. 3 points away from UC Maroon finishing off. And they were one of our top finishing teams last week. Had won 2 out of their 3 games. As Seth Bryant, certainly the standout performer for Round.1-2 here. Tapia dances a little bit. Whanganui switches, they get an open 3 for Jenkins, just off Ian Stevenson though. Good offensive rebound. Here's Jenkins with the drive. Ball is stripped, out of bounds. It will stay with UC Maroon, 7.2 on the shot clock. Substitutions coming in for both teams with just under 5 minutes to go. So Sam Tang up top here against Stevenson. Tapia comes off, hits another 2, so 20 points to 10. One more basket will do it for UC Maroon. Fairbrother can't make it. Gets his own rebound, though, as Tang. By him crashing, that sort of occupied Stevenson. Good defense there from Tapia. 7.7 on the clock here. Bryant with the ball up the top. He just catches and shoots and makes that 20-12. And Stevenson wants to finish it and get an extra point more than they need to. 21 Fish, though. He just wants to finish the game. Does get fouled there. We'll go to the line, have a chance to finish the game. His UC Maroon team up at 20 points to 12 with 4:23 to go. Whanganui got close in the first round of competition but couldn't come through. UC Maroon wins that game there. Final score 21 points to 12 and took just over half of the game to play in that one there. So another solid win there, and that's probably going to knock Round.1-2 out from having a chance at making it through into the semi-finals. Well, UC Maroon will be pretty close to being it. So we've got a bit of time before the next game. I think we've got about 5 minutes. Round 2 tonight. Well, second game here. We have Rams.exe in the in the white tops, and they're going up against IOH.exe. I'll be back in a couple of minutes along with Josh Thompson, who's been coaching both of these teams. Right, just getting ready to tip off here between the two sort of brother clubs here. So it's Rams in the white tops, and they've got my favourite uniform, except when they're wearing the white tops. It'll be the blue and yellow kind of Los Angeles Charger look. And their IOH is actually another team of Lincoln University students as well. And joined here, James Lisserman. I'm joined by Josh Thompson, fresh off winning silver medal at the under-19 5-on-5 national championships. How are you doing, Josh?
Yeah, not bad. Still trying to recover.
Yeah, well, you didn't have to play, remember?
No.
You were just, but I know it does take a lot out of you.
Mentally tiring, not physically. But it's good to be back on here for a Sunday watching 3x3.
Yep.
Yeah.
So in terms of these teams, were they? One of them was players were picked first, or did you shuffle the players around a bit once it was said that you'd be able to have two teams?
So once we were able to have two teams, I kind of shuffled a few players around. So it was actually, we were going to use it as a development phase with some of the younger guys playing in this, but then when we found out we were having two teams, we kind of just mixed them evenly.
Right, yeah. So should expect a possible overtime or 21-20 game sort of thing. It should be pretty close between the two teams.
Yeah, a lot of these guys battled it out together yesterday in club, and a few sore bodies. We had one pull out this morning.
Right.
Yeah, so...
Oh, yeah, so, yeah, Ben Bowie had a massive 20, I think it was 24 and 27 points from memory. Big game. So Jaden Chen, so they're swapping a big guy for a little guy. And flatmates, so at least it's quite quick to make that substitution. Anyway, Noah Price, number 8 here for IOH, up the IOH.EXE up the top, and he's been guarded by Hamish Robinson here.
It'll be interesting to watch this. It'll be probably a fair bit of laughs with a few of these boys, maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of like... You definitely probably don't want them to play each other as the final game of the round, where you're like, hey, if we engineer it to be this win or this loss for the teams. But yeah, sort of midway through the competition, I think is quite good. You know, both teams even on the standings. One win from their 3 games so far.
Yeah.
Good defense there. And a bit of a battle for the ball. Noah Price, and that's sent back there. Who was that? Was that?
That was Brad.
Brad Lancaster got up there. Noah Price, one of the best athletes, is Manaki Kaumoana. Just about hit that as the shot clock expired.
I expect it to be a little bit slow. The boys, some of them will be pretty tired after yesterday. Playing 2 games.
So Jaden Chan hits the opening basket for either team, 2-0 to Rams.EXE. Nice drive, good finish there.
Mitchell Lancaster.
So I know he usually has people watching from up in Auckland, Tamaki Makota. And another 2 here, so it's 4-3. Jaden Chan out behind the 2-point line, fakes it, drives, hits a nice reverse. And Manaki with the ball here. Noah Price sizing up. Bit of a speed advantage over Hamish Robinson, but he's got a tiny bit of size and strength. Doesn't matter though, Noah Price right, nice scoop finish there.
I think the Rams missed Jaden a couple of weeks ago. Just the leadership of like running the team. Yeah, no, he was one of the players that went over the Rams.EXE team. They went over to Japan 2 years ago, pre-COVID. So he was one of the players that actually went on that trip there. Sorry, there's just something here. I missed what the referees. I think there was out
the wrong team had the ball up the top, possibly. So switch here, Tool and Noah Price, kick out pass, and Tane Lavery. Nice dish inside, good finish there. And which team, I've got to keep, so Rams.EXE's up 6-4 now. I've got to remind myself which team's which.
Yeah.
Good rebound there.
Jaden's caught early 2-pointers.
Yeah, well, he knows that they're so much more valuable in this game. So if you can get an open look, and he draws 2 defenders there. Bit of a mistake there on defense when you don't want to send 2 people to collapse and leave a wide open 2. Good finish for Lavery inside. So far, Rams.EXE having a little bit of the better, 7 points to 4. Good spin by McGuinness. He makes the basket, 7-5. Chan drives. 2 people watching him. There's Lavery wide open again. Doesn't take the 2 though. And ball stripped, 2 seconds on the clock. And Lancaster just about makes, sorry, not Lancaster, Murray McGregor just about had that one going. I will get those two. They're the two that I get mixed up, I think, in the entire competition.
I think because they're both at Lincoln, it probably doesn't help.
It doesn't, and they're playing each other. If there was only one of them, I think I'd be all right from game to game. McGuinness spins inside. Good defense there by Lavery, but Chan just knocks it out.
Flynn played pretty well, I thought, the last outing for IOH.
Yes, he did, yeah.
So it's good to see him being aggressive, you know. Shooting twos is not his forte, but getting inside is his.
Yeah, no, but you need, I mean, you can, it's very hard to be successful if you have two people in a team who can't shoot from behind the arc. Like one's pretty good and he can be the designated stopper and rebounder. Great defense there from Robinson. You saw him take that right in the chest. McGuinness knew there wasn't much time, put that two up. And for someone who's, as you said, not a great shooter or super comfortable there, he looked good taking that one.
Yeah. He's
Lavery.
Not scared of shooting it. Yeah. He's a little bit inconsistent.
Manaki Komoana just bounces in and out. Robinson with the tap rebound. And had a chance to screen there. He takes the two off to the left, and Komoana with the rebound there faces up. He drives strong baseline. And Bulls, I don't know if that was blocked, but definitely didn't go in anyway. Wide open two. Nothing but net.
That's what Brad's forte is, catch and shoot. Yeah. And he's a very good defender too.
Yeah, McGuinness just about lost his balance. Great job to recover, but even better job by Bradley. Do you say Bradley McGregor or Murray McGregor?
Normally just call him Brad.
Right. Well, his official Murray McGregor, Brad Murray McGregor, so we'll stick with that. As Komoana hits the two then, so 12 points played, 7. Round.1-2. Murray McGregor, he's been playing extremely well, 14-7 now. Yeah. So Rams looking like they may be the team that gets the win from the two brother clubs. Here's McGuinness driving in. Just takes his time, gets his balance up, nice and easy there, 14-8. Yeah. Murray McGregor thought about the drive.
Talking to Flynn earlier, he's a little bit tired. You know, he's been away at under-19s and then pretty much straight back into club basketball.
Yeah, we had Lavery's also been there as well, so you can't be entirely like, hey, I'm the only tired guy one here, guys. And good battle there. That was Lancaster. Just about got a second possession for his team. Robinson drives. Lancaster, good job taking that in the chest. And nice dump down pass here from Lavery. Robinson with the rebound. With the reception and score. So 16 plays 8. McGuinness knows they need some points now, so he launches a 2.
Yeah, both games have been pretty flat and dominated by one team. I saw the earlier game was dominated by UC Maroon. No,
well they were first equal in the standings, so 1 point behind in terms of points scored from Gators.exe. So you expected the relatively young Whananui.exe team to have a bit of trouble there. McGuinness takes a 2, and unfortunately for him, his 2s are looking less and less likely to go in as the game's going on.
I think he needs to stick with getting into the paint, with his post up.
There's Lavery. He hits that one 18-8. So IOH, if they're going to come back in this game, they need to hit some 2s. And they are wide open looks for McGuinness, so you can't be too angry, upset with him taking them.
I just think IOH lack a little bit of leadership in their team, as 2 of their most experienced 3x3 players didn't play today.
Right. Who are the other 2 that are in their team that are...
Jared Burnett and...
Oof. And if only that whistle was a little bit late there, that would have been possibly the highlight of the night. You send someone to the ground, they get called for the foul, and then you just jackhammer it down. So Noah Price is like, I'm going to get 2 points regardless anyway.
I think I'll take the 2,
Chan just a little bit too long. So, sorry, Jared Burnett and Ben Bowie.
Oh,
so,
and
2.
Corbin Mason.
Right.
The Rams team missing Ben Hall and Ben Bowie.
Well, Ben Hall definitely has an excuse not to be here. Got on the court for the Rams up in Taranaki today. Not the Rams.exe, the Canterbury Rams, as they took down the Taranaki Mountaineers pretty easily.
I saw EJ didn't miss a shot.
No, he didn't. He missed a shot from the free throw line, but from the field he was perfect. I think finished with 41 points, I think. Noah Price, good pass there. McGuinness gets his balance inside, 18 to 11. 3.5 minutes to play here. Chan sizes up that too. And good close out there from McGuinness. Probably enough just to make him miss that one. And you see now he's missed a couple, didn't even look at the rim that time, but he found Noah Price, who hit the last one.
It's a good look, you know.
And Robinson a bit too strong. Price with the rebound. McGuinness a bit too long that time. Hamish Robinson with the rebound. And they've got a wide open two there. Chan doesn't make the pass out quick enough. Takes a very tough shot, but gets his own rebound and eventually makes the pass out.
That's been the real difference in this game with Bradley and Jaden's shooting.
Yeah, that's helped them out a lot. And Lavery hit one as well.
Yeah.
So pretty balanced team here without, you know, Ben Bowie, super player and obviously has the experience, but not the greatest two-point shooter, though he did hit one in the university games to knock out.
No, that was in the final.
It was in the final, that's right, yeah, to win the trip to China. That was to China.
Yeah. So
anyway, Rams.EXE finished that game win by a score of 22 to 11 with 2 minutes left to play in the game. So they're looking pretty good now for a chance to make it into the playoffs. And we've got a couple of minutes before the next game here, so about 5 minutes. I'll be back to commentate. In the green, we have Gators.EXE, and they're going up against UC Gold, who is in the, we'll say the gold, but it's more like highlight yellow tops. I'll be back shortly to talk you through that game. So paper, rock, scissors there just done to decide which team starts with the ball. UC Gold in the, we'll call them gold jerseys, and they're going up against Gators.EXE. Standings here, Gators.EXE undefeated, 3 games, 3 from 3, and the top scoring team in the competition with their record. UC Gold, though, is 2 wins from 3, so a chance here to sort of pull into a tie for second place. And we're just waiting. We're running a little bit ahead of time here, so I think that was just to make sure we've got everything up and running, so the teams may warm up a little bit more. So an impromptu team talk, last minute timeout I guess, to decide what they'll be doing. And the teams decide they may as well just warm up a little bit more. So I'll just run through the players as they go up. So Joseph Nottenbelt there with the dunk. And then shooting from the corner there. So that's Rohan Russo, who's just gone in. Matt Miszczewski shooting now for Gators. And it was Jeremy Irvine shooting from the corner. Josh Nickel with the take to the rim. Amosa Faitawananai. And then for UC Gold, number 1, it's Max Patterson. So Aidan Tonge with the 360 there. He's actually just back from the Under-19 National Championships up in North Harbour. Gold medalist winner, and he was also named in the tournament team. Did a lot of work there rebounding the ball against a pretty big and solid Wellington team. So in terms of experience here, Joseph Nottenbelt's probably the most experienced player though. Matt Miszczewski, I think, also went to Japan in the 2 years ago in the 3x3.EXE as one of the wildcard teams, the third team to qualify, well, to go from the Southern Conference here. So they'll be looking to, prove that that wasn't a fluke and they deserve to go up there. Play pretty well up when, I guess the toughest thing is you go from amateur competition down here up against some teams which are, have professional athletes and definitely have a whole lot more experience with the 3x3 game, but acquitted themselves very well over there. So just about ready to tip off here. The two teams will be ready. And it'll be UC Gold that'll start with the ball. Max Patterson up the top. And here we are. There's a cross, well, sort of NBA screen there for Tonge and the flare. Quick shot there. But Irvine can't make it, and here's Amosa Faitawananai with the clear. Great defense there from UC Gold, and so good that they forced them to step out of bounds. I don't think you can quite see it. It's that blue line just in front of, you can see it in front of the two players in the substitution seats, but you can't quite see it on the camera. Good cut, but the finish isn't up to it there. Faitawananai, you can see nice pace game here, and there's a foul. Faitawananai will go to the line to shoot one here. And first sub for UC Gold, Rohan Russo comes into the game, number 12. And one of the challenges when you've got the Corflute signage up around is if the ball does bounce over, it can not be the easiest thing to go and get that ready to go. And Faitawananai, home hoops, makes the bounce, gets the friendly roll, puts his team up 1-0. Nottenbelt forces a tough shot. Russo saves the ball, but then it goes out of bounds. And luckily that goes to the side of the court where we do have spectators sitting. So not as challenging to retrieve that one there. Nottenbelt here, screen straight away into a flare from Miszczewski. Tonge challenges a step back, doesn't matter though. Miszczewski drills that one, 3-0 for Gators.EXE. Russo the kick out. Here's the drive, good defense, and that's them back home. Only one on the shot clock, the shot has to go up, and shot clock violation will be play on though as Gators.EXE got the ball. Nice drive inside, good balance though. Nottenbelt blows it. Nickel for 2. Just off the side of the rim, and good effort there from Nottenbelt. He's kept a few possessions alive. There's Nickel, fakes the handoff. They get the switch from UC Gold. Nottenbelt driving in. Reverse layup, can't make that. So good effort from both teams. Gold, that's Irvine, just misses that one there. Sorry, Patterson just hits the front of the rim. Miszczewski though, nothing but net. As we said, home court, possibly a bit of an advantage due to the amount of shooting he does here. 5-0 Gators.EXE, and the ball's out of bounds. Referees will just double check which team it is. So 6.8 on the shot clock here. And it's going now Tonge inside. Definite size advantage there. Goes up with the left hand. Miszczewski though held his ground, got the rebound, dribbles straight out. Hits another one. So he's hit 3 from 3, I think. 7-0 Gators.EXE with the early lead. Tonge into Russo. Russo goes to his left. And Tonge with the rebound. He just calmly dribbles out, launches a 2, can't get it. Russo, the rebound. Inside, up through a whole bunch of contact. And this time decides he's going to kick it out instead. An attempted drive there, Faitawa Nanai with the rebound. And Miszewski, heat check. And you heard the crowd there. 4 in a row he's hit, so 9-0 here. And it's probably going to be Gators' game, but Tonge with the answer there. So 9-2, 7.5 minutes to go. Miszewski, 5 in a row, can he hit it? And that one was even tougher than the last. Tonge right there on him. UC goal. Russo launches the 2. Short on that one. Nickel with the rebound. Thought about shooting it. He drives to the rim. And the tap out pass to Faitawa Nanai. He hits it. 11-2. And that one may have had a bit of a tip there from the defense. Faitawa Nanai finds Nickel. Fakes the 2. Step back. Hits that one. 13-2. So Gators.EXE have been absolutely on fire. And I think that's going to be a timeout there. UC Gold got to do something to stem the tide there. You can see Tonge calling the team in, say, decide what they're going to have to do. Like, you know, you don't have a whole lot of time. You can say, hey, the team was on fire to start off with, and that can be true and definitely is. But with the game finishing when the first team gets to 21, there's not a whole lot of time you have to make up for anything. So referee's just checking that with the scoreboard that the timeout has been counted to the correct team. So it'll be UC Gold up the top here. Max Patterson with the ball. His team in trouble though, 13-2. Here's Tonge off the NBA screen. Takes the 2 just off the rim. Nottenbelt with the rebound. Kick out to Faitawa Nanai. Miszewski, he's open. If he could have thrown a pass back out. Tonge up super high for that rebound there. He dribbles out, finds himself wide open, just misses that one. Faitawa Nanai finds Miszewski. Tonge knows he's got to stay right in front. Miszewski low to the rim, 14-2. Gators.EXE playing extremely well. Tonge was open. 5 on the clock here. The shot goes up from Max Patterson. Can't get it. Miszewski to Faitawa Nanai. Step back. Very efficient shot there from Faitawa Nanai. And the ball gets tipped out of bounds. I think it'll stay with UC Gold. And you could see just there, Nottenbelt jumping over the 1 metre high core flute signage. The 3x3.EXE one there. Here we go, face-up jumper, and doesn't hit anything except the signage at the back. So Gators.EXE, 6 minutes and 2 seconds to go here. They're in control here, 14 points to 2. Nottenbelt over to Nickel. Nickel decides to launch the 2, just off to the right there, and good rebound there from Irvine. Handoff, Russo launches the 2, too strong on this. And Faitawa Nanai drives in. Great defense, hounding defense there. Grabs the ball, Faitawa Nanai keeps his composure though. Kick out to Nottenbelt. 3 on the shot clock here. He drives in, gets his chest in front. And what would normally be a foul in 5-on-5 is very good defense in 3-on-3. And there's Faitawa Nanai. He gets his own back there with the contact on the ball as the shot was going up. Nickel here, inside, size advantage here. Balance makes that one 15 points to 2, just over 5 minutes to go here. Game 3, the night. Russo, nice step through, finishes easily, 15 points to 3. Faitawa Nanai hits the 2, so 17-3. They had cooled off for a little bit, but that may be enough to get them back heating up. And nice pass outside. Can't quite make the 2 though there. And the ball goes to Tonge. Waits until the last possible moment before he touches it. Substitution in, Tonge for Irvine. And then Miszewski comes in for Faitawa Nanai for Gators.EXE. Nottenbelt faces up, drive. Great defense from Tonge. Forces him to throw a pass. Nickel though, as the shot clock expires, hits that 19-3. So Gators.EXE, they also talked about the number of 2s that they want to be taking in this game here. And Miszewski can't finish the game off. That tip in. That's a point there from Nottenbelt. 20-3, 4.5 minutes to go. Russo up and gets a highlight there. 4 points though for his team. Nickel wants to finish the game. Can't do it, doesn't hit anything, so shot clock still on 5. Miszewski drive, great defense there. And I think we've got a foul right at the end. It will be one shot there. Miszewski with a chance to finish the game here if he makes this free throw. One shot here is the call. It's only the second foul for UC Gold. And I'll put my money on Mistrewski making this one and the game being over. And no room on that. Gators.exe wins 21-4, so they're guaranteed to be in the playoffs in some place as they've won 4 from 4. And they're on 83 points that they've scored now, while UC Maroon has 82 in second place. So the next game between those two, well, those two teams will be playing in a little bit. Next game coming up in a couple of minutes. We have about, I think that one was quite quick. We've got about 7 minutes before the next one, so we'll just close off the commentary. Rams.exe are in blue. You can see them warming up here, and they're going up against Whananui.exe, who's in white. So if Rams can make a win here, they'll probably be in the playoffs as well, but we have to make, yeah, I think tiebreakers are different. So if they win this, they have a very good chance to be through, but not guaranteed. All right, game number 4 about to tip off. I think as long as my counting's right. So Whananui.exe in the white up against Rams.exe in the blue. Josh Thompson back in the commentary.
Your favourite uniform.
It is my favourite uniform. I decided I wasn't going to mention it, but seeing as you brought it up.
Well, I was just looking at it, and we talked about it in the first game. But
yeah, I suppose that's right. Yeah, they weren't wearing it. This time they are wearing it. So you can see the blue ones, and I think Whananui is probably my second favourite one when they get to wear their black and green. Anyway, here's Fairbrother, the kick out. Seth Bryant's been someone that's impressed me. Tries to draw the foul there. Definitely would be a foul in 5-on-5.
Yeah. I was just talking to Zach Lilborn, number 6 here for Whananui, and we were discussing what is a foul in 3x3 and what's not a foul, and you know the difference in terms of physicality and what you can get away with.
Yeah, no, the main thing is if you're there first, you're entitled to that position is probably the easiest way to explain it.
Yeah, as long as they act like you're making like you're getting your body in front, they kind of let you get away with that kind of stuff. Yeah.
There's Robinson there, gets the first basket and a block on Bryant. Bryant though sticks with it but can't put the putback. Chan, you saw the 2 hands up there from Sam Tang. He knew that Chan had hit those 2 shots from behind the arc in the last game, so had to be right out on him to contest. And possibly a bit too much space there. So substitutions, Tane Lavery. Last year of high school for him, I think.
Yeah, it is. We're just wondering whether he wants to go to America or come to Lincoln. So he's got options. I think we're discussion if he does apply for Lincoln, we will definitely consider.
Yeah, no, he's
very athletic.
He is, and he's just got a different game to people. Yeah. So it's something that because there's so few players like him that can be he can get past people when you don't expect it, and definitely a lot stronger than he's not the biggest frame, but he's a whole lot stronger than what he looks like, and obviously any university scholarship as he hits the 2 there will pack on quite a bit of muscle to that frame as well. Good, nice tip, smart play there. And Chan rewards Brad Murray McGregor with the tip out there with another 2. So Rams.exe in control early, 5-0. Tang with the kamikaze kid, or karate kid. Headband, Chan's feeling it, misses that one. Nice find there for Lavery. Drives and collapses the defense. You saw Bryant, though, smartly didn't go and double the ball. He stayed attached to Chan. So hence Lavery with that reverse layup.
Yeah, and those are the things that you got to realise. That you rather give away layups than,
Yes, yeah. It also does depend who you're guarding as well. Like if it's a capable shooter, you want to stay a bit closer to them. You may fake going in towards the person driving, but no, I'm closing out straight away, and hopefully they pass it and we get to shut down the 2s. And I was just going to say Lilburn has come into the game, and he's a very good shooter.
Yeah.
I was too slow though because he's already hit the 2, so it makes it look like I'm just
the Rams team need to be aware of that he is a catch and shoot guy.
Yeah, very. He's really, really good at moving without the ball, and you see there, great closeout there on Chan. So his team's only down 4. Chan right there close to him. Fairbrother, though, he's got a bit of room off the front of the rim. Robinson with the rebound. Lavery sets him up with the screen. Nice dive there and finish from Robinson. And you saw that kind of looked a bit weird. That's because he was inside the circle, so knew, I can't play defense, so, making it obvious that he was getting out of the way. I think that was Lilburn with another 2.
Yeah. Impressed with Hamish over the last couple of weeks. Yeah,
he just bullied his way to the rim there. Patiently got his balance, went up and scored a nice easy 2. Fairbrother, the leaner, can't make that, and ball bounces out of bounds. So 6:47, Rams.exe up 8 points to 4 over Whananui.exe.
Yeah, they look a bit more urgent, I think, the Rams team.
Playing
the other IOH boys.
No, I think you're right as well. And I think I said, if they win this, they may not be through, but I'm going to change that. I think if they win this, they're through into the semi-finals. And Whananui, I think they're out of it regardless. They're playing for pride no matter what. So it could be IOH, depending on just how the points go. They could sneak in over Rams.exe. Actually, or UC Gold for that matter.
Yeah, UC Gold took a heavy loss there.
They did. Not scoring many points certainly makes it a lot tougher for them. So this is just a shot clock error here. So shot clock will be on 3, I think, here.
3.9. Oh, yeah,
3.7, yep. Yeah, I may have to adjust where that shot clock goes, seeing as I forgot about the referee standing right there.
That's a great pass. Behind the back. And that's what Lavery brings.
Yeah, he does. Like, you've got to have your hands ready if you're... Well, basically, if you're on the court and not a substitute, you need to have them ready because he may find you when you're not really expecting it. Robinson can't get that one, and Fairbrother with the contested rebound. Lilburn, see him moving with the ball, had a good look there.
Moves great without the ball. Yeah.
And as you were saying, some of your guys are tired.
Yeah.
Fairbrother and Lilburn both played their club basketball game today, so they may possibly be even more tired. It's Chan. Great challenge there from Bryant and Murray McGregor into the signage.
Yeah. Some big signage this year. They've always been this big.
They have been this big, yep. It's exactly the same ones, and we've just had some
added sponsors.
Some updated sponsors and things like that. You'll see the ones down the bottom. We need the play.FIBA 3x3 needs to be all joined up. So BBNZ representative David Huxford will be down there just to tidy that up in a moment. And I said Rams were in control. They still are, but no one scored for a while there.
No. I've been quite impressed with Bradley's defense over the last few weeks, you know.
Yes.
He's been really up and in, moves his feet well, and uses his length to his advantage.
Yeah, no, very good. And then obviously they recognised what was likely going to happen. A back cut, he got there and easily stole that ball. Fairbrother, good drive, a nice job using his shoulders to keep the defender off him. So 5 points, plays 10. Lilburn, great challenge there from Murray McGregor. He's wide open, passes a bit late. Chan, though, he's in the corner, can't get it. Lavery, there you see their athleticism up in 5 points, plays 11 now. Under 5 minutes to play.
Tough rebound with the left hand too.
Bryant, he saw that move that Robinson had before. Just bully your way to the rim, get the guy underneath the basket, and then just get your balance, go up and in. So 6 points to 11 here, just under 4.5 minutes to play. Substitutions for both teams as Murray McGregor sits out along with Fairbrother. Sam Tang comes in for Whanganui.EXE in white and Hamish Robinson for Rams.EXE in blue. Here's the screen, dive, good pass. You see there. And that was pretty good defense there from Tang, but Robinson too strong. Lilburn hits the 2 though straight away. So I think the score will be at 12 points to 8 once we get it tidied up on the clock. Robinson, Bryant, I think, got a piece of that there.
He did, yeah. Nice physical defense there by Bryant.
I'm just going to go and double check the score there.
12-6 they have. While they're checking the score, Tang for an open 2 misses. Chan with the chase down. He'll hit that one. Zach tried to take a timeout there, but
he decided to hit a 2 instead, did he?
No, Hamish said that you can't call a timeout only on a whistle, which I don't think that is the rule.
So, so he wanted to call it after the made basket. Yeah, well,
which I'm pretty sure you can.
I think. Well, you're the person who should know, to be honest.
Yeah, no, you can call a timeout after the shots made.
As long as if you've picked up the ball.
No, you can just let it roll and call time.
Yeah, but if you pick up the ball, can you call timeout, or that's when you can't?
No, that's when you can't.
Right, so if you just leave the ball, will be. Anyway, it scores Rams.EXE on 16, Whanganui.EXE on 12. Robinson, no time on the clock, and it's a shot clock violation. So here's the timeout time if you want it.
Yeah, there he is.
So yeah, Rams.exe have been in the lead by about this many points the whole game, but not able to shake free. But you know, time's running out for Whananui.exe. They're only 5 points away from Rams.exe closing the books on this game.
So not a lot of fouls this week. They must have had a ref discussion.
Yes, there definitely was. I was a part of that. So,
okay, yeah.
And I mean, it is hard because, you know, most of the referees here have an awful lot of experience with the 5-on-5, and it's the quest to all the 3x3.EXE games, which we didn't have last year. Is pretty much that's where they actually
learn
and you know, make sure that, you know, other people. Hayden Pipe's given quite a bit of feedback 2 years ago, and that's where you improve, because people say, hey, actually this was really good, but you know, this is something that you should probably let go. And I think that consistent, and you know, they did say, hey, the players were complaining. Oh my gosh,
Lavery.
Yeah. Jeez. Just for the hell of it, I'm going to do a reverse throwdown. Well,
showing
a 180.
Showing us his athleticism.
Yeah. Well, I was Noah Price's dunk.
Yep.
Or that, which one? His one didn't count. That one did count.
You have to take the one that counts.
Yeah. Yep. So, referee Sam McCartan.
Yeah.
So surprised by the attempt there. Who's like, actually, did that even go in? So, just clarifying, it did. So the score is 12-17. Yeah, Fairbrother drives in. 2 may have been what he needed, but he gets Lavery up in the air for that one. 13-17, 2.5 to play. Lavery, good ball fake. Finds Robinson. Fade away.
Tough.
Yeah, he would have been better off just bullying his way to the rim like he had been doing. Yeah, as you said, Murray McGregor, great job with his feet, keeping his torso in front there.
He's been playing great defense.
And Robinson this time. Bryant, though, you can see here, took the first bump, tried to jump straight up, challenged that shot.
Need to go with the left.
And that was, I think, Murray McGregor against Tang, who found himself in the post. Here's Robinson.
Here you go.
And Lavery just about with the left hand. There's Tang. Tough shot there, turning around, but you've got to take them. And he did definitely have room, so not a bad decision to shoot it. We just know it's not the easiest. Fairbrother straight on, hits that one. So 2-point game now, 90 seconds to go.
Yeah.
Lavery drives, finishes that one. 15-18, Tang. Fake, sidestep. Hits that, so 1-point game. 80 seconds to play, 17-18. I have been impressed with this Whananui team.
Yeah,
19.
Stuck around.
Tie game here. So a 2-pointer will win it for either team here. Lavery misses that dunk there, and this has given Fairbrother a wide open look, and he hits it. So the comeback, Whananui.exe win their final game of the first rounds, and they're a team that I don't know. I'm expecting them probably to make the semi-finals next game, as they the second round of competitions, because they played everyone extremely close. So Rams.exe stay on 2 wins, 19 points that one there, so they've scored 94 overall. And that means it's going to be Gators.exe are through, UC Maroon.exe are through, then it's going to be UC Gold, Rams.exe, IOH.exe. 2 of those 3 teams will make it through. We've got a couple of minutes before the next game, so we'll have a quick break and be back in about 2 minutes. Gators.exe in red, in green, IOH.exe in white. So just about ready to start off here. Gators.exe looking for the #1 seed. And I forgot that they had already played UC Maroon, which is where the one loss for UC Maroon had happened. So they still need to have this win here to guarantee themselves, because the head-to-head doesn't matter as much as it does just the amount of points that your team has scored. So they're currently sitting on 83 with a perfect 4-0 record, but it'll be the semi-final and final which will be the main ones. And just having a clarification, a double check about when timeouts can be called here after a basket, whether or not you touch the ball, or if, you know, you can only call a timeout if you let the ball drop and say, hey, we need a timeout here after the opposing team scored against you. So IOH currently on 63 points with 1 win. They definitely need to score 21 points, I'd say, in this game here and grab the win to give themselves a chance, and hope that UC Gold drops their final game. UC Gold currently on 55 points they've scored with 2 wins though, so they can get in with a win no matter how many points it's by. And as we said, UC Maroon and Gators.exe, the only teams that are definitely guaranteed to be through into the semi-final round. And #1 seed gets the better semi-final, well, the first semi-final, which means a bit more of a rest before the final game. All right, so I think we've had the rule clarification here. We'll hear from Josh Thompson shortly about what the timeout rule was.
It's on a dead ball when the whistle goes. Yeah. So after a score, you can't.
You can't, right. So the referees were correct, which is good. Anyway, Mischewski, remember he had his first 4 in the last game, so he's going to come out firing. I think he'd do that even if he missed his first 4 last game.
Would too.
Noah Price, nice kick out. Manaki Komawana, and uses all of the rim, hits that one there. So IOH, remember they need to win and they need to get a lot of points there.
Just checking the score.
Oh, so the last basket there for IOH was not a 2-pointer. His foot was on the line. So, but the 2-point did count for Gators.exe. So they're in front 2 points to 1. Noah Price, good feed inside Lancaster. You can see his height there. I thought he was going to get that rebound, but good battle from Mischewski. Vaitawa Nanai can't hit that one, but sort of surprises Komawana. He can't get the rebound there, and Gators.exe will have the ball up the top.
This Gators team play with extreme speed, which is what you want in a 3x3 team. Yeah.
Definitely, and they've got all 4 of their players are capable shooters. Nottenbelt's probably the worst of them, but he's someone that you can't leave open as well. But Mischewski's definitely, if you're going to go one person behind the arc, he is the one.
He's definitely the one that you want to go.
And then Vaitawa Nanai is #2.
Yeah, they get a quick release off. And
does the team here know they've got to have a win to have a chance?
They do, yes.
And obviously the more points the better. They do have the lead over UC Gold in terms of points scored. But unfortunately for them, Mischewski is carrying on from where he was. Komawana just a bit short on that. Great rebound from Lancaster and good kick out pass there. And Komawana hits that one there. So 3 points to 6.
OH really need Komawana to, you know, really fire in this game, because he is a capable shooter, as we can tell, as we see.
You know, I was just surprised that Mischewski blew that layup when everyone just gave him the lane. Basically, they're like, you can have that instead of shooting a 2. You see the tough shot there. Price's hand was right there, and it doesn't matter. He put it in anyway. Both teams make a sub. Price comes out, and Flynn McGuinness in, and Nottenbelt comes out, and Josh Nickel comes in. Komawana definitely more aggressive shooting 2s now.
Yeah.
Here's Mischewski, McGuinness right on him. And step back jumper for Nickel. Short, but he's not boxed out. Goes to the rim. And that's a big mental error there. I think it was Komawana with the defense. Just have to remember that he we'll see he makes amends for it. Hits the 2 there.
Yeah, there's long rebounds. Understanding that when you take 2-pointers and when you're going to get rebounds, they're going to be long ones.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely. McGuinness just a little bit long. Komawana. So he's seen one offensive rebound go against him. He goes in this time, gets his own one.
Yeah.
And shot clock violation there. The banked 2 will not count, unfortunately. Lancaster, a bit of a smile there.
Yeah, yeah. You've got to be a bit aware of the clock. 12 seconds is not very long, so you got to get the ball up quickly.
There's Notting Belt there.
Ooh.
Yeah, that looked like McGuinness was about to inbound it from behind the baseline.
Yeah.
And Price there draws the contact. He'll go to the line to shoot 1 here. Score 5 points to 11.
10?
10, sorry. I was just double checking that the stream was still going because it'll be unfortunate if we suddenly stopped and we were just talking to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been the worst thing in the world.
No.
Price hits the free throw there. So 6 points to 10 inside 7 minutes to go now. Nickel shows off the handles, goes past the reverse layup, and Komawana was left like, what's just happened to me? I didn't realise he was that quick off the bounce.
Nickel's got a quick first step for a big guy,
He does.
And he can step out and shoot the 2-pointer as well.
He can.
Very skilled player.
And very strong inside as well. Like, he's hard to move around. You saw the pretty good position, and he just brought his arm down as McGuinness spun into that shot there. Good foul call there.
Flynn just using his speed to his advantage,
He's one of the few free throw shooters I see, like with no bounce or any routine, just catch and shoot it. Yeah. Anyway, Gators.exe hit that bucket, and Noah Price just loses the handle there. IOH on 6 points. Gators.exe on 15. It's probably going to be the end
of IOH
for these rounds anyway. But they've definitely improved how they've been playing as the games have gone on. And desperation challenge there, and that does do enough to force the miss. Price, the spin, great balance here and good finish. 7-15. Miszewski checks his feet, and by that stage realised he's not open. Notting Belt does get to the rim. Great defence there to get it over around the outstretched arms of Lancaster. 9.5 on the shot clock. 9-point advantage. Good cut. And Lancaster makes that 8-16. This is the guy they need to stay in front of. Good defense by McGuinness. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's great defense by Flynn, but Matt's just in his zone right now.
Yeah, and you saw there Lancaster just a little bit rushed on that follow there. I think he would have been better to get his balance as another 2 goes in, so 19-8. It's going to take an all-time comeback to get the win here, and that may be the start of it. Good finish there from Lancaster. Miszewski's like, I've had enough though. Doesn't quite get it. You saw Nickel hopping up.
Yeah.
He was ready for the game to be over. Price. And that's probably the defensive foul on 5-on-5.
Yeah, they called it offensive right there.
It was, yeah, the elbow up in Faitawa and I's. I guess it would be up around his chin area, given the height differential between the two. Nickel looked good from where we are, just slightly off though. Here's Price, sizes it up, gives it to Komawana from the corner. Lancaster follows up. Price takes the 2, sorry, this time. The bounce doesn't go in. Miszewski with the ball. Faitawa and I takes the contact, step back, hits it, and that's game over. So that finalises our 4 teams.
Gators look like the favourites.
They do. They're the #1 seed regardless. They've finished 5 wins here, and they've scored 104 points over their 5 wins. So just about 20.8 points per game.
Close to the 21 average, which is good. Yeah.
And then it'll be, well, basically Rams.exe have finished theirs. So I think it'll depend UC Gold or Rams.exe who finishes 3rd and 4th. I think UC Maroons stuck as possibly as the 2 seed, but 2 and 3 doesn't really matter. A couple of minutes and I'll be back with the next game. And that one will be UC Gold versus UC Maroon, last game of the night to decide the final standings. I'm guessing from the laughs there that Brent Fisher said, hey, you do this and I'll do this so that you guys can start with the ball.
Yeah.
And then just suck at the young, do it into losing. We'll find out later anyway. So Gators gold, sorry, not Gators gold, UC gold and the white Thunderbolt looking ones, and UC maroon and the maroon tops, which is nice given their name. And just switching out the game ball here.
I feel like this will be a little bit like the IOH Rams game. Yeah, a little bit of fun.
Yeah, no, I think so too.
Yeah, they won't go too. They won't want to hurt each other, I take it, you know, as it looks.
Yeah, and UC maroon, like, they're guaranteed to be second or third, no matter what happens in this game. It's UC gold that, yeah, we may see these two teams playing each other in the 2-3 matchup in 2 games' time as well, which is probably the most likely thing. I think just the extra bit of experience in the maroon team with Fisher and Stevenson there.
Yeah, and shooting.
Whoa, Russo though just swallowed that one up.
Russo is an athlete, you know. He
yeah, he can get up.
He had a few impressive dunks.
He did
last time.
So there'll be 1 second on the shot clock here. UC gold, we're just getting the shot clock wound down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So this will be a catch and shoot, I think, for Tonge. There it is. And so it'll still be 1 second. That was just, yeah. That's one of those, hey, we're not entirely sure what we can get away with or what we can't. So trying, you know, get the most you can out of it. Get right up there. So give them the ball. And now go and challenge. And same result, Fish though with the rebound this time. Russo trying to put up a lot of walling up there. Ball gets tipped out of bounds. And I found it really hard to remember who was Patterson and who was Irvine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think we got confused that time. Yeah, Patterson is the one with the curly hair and Irvine is the one with the headband, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, you're right. I still don't have a way to remember how that works.
Yeah.
How I was going to.
So that one there is Max Patterson. Yeah,
yep.
He was in the Canterbury under 19 team.
Right. Yes. Yeah, he was. That's right.
Yeah. So nuggety little thing. Yeah, he got under fair people's skin at under 19. Which was good to watch.
No, it was a well balanced team, and obviously you, win the final in overtime. You like to think you have all the necessary pieces, and just leaned a little bit back a little bit too far there, and that's why that shot went short. Jenkins, very, very good shooter, just slightly off to the right there, and there's Irvine with the rebound. Russo decides to launch one. He hits that there. So UC Gold up 6 points to 3 over UC Maroon.
Yeah, you know, these games it's always interesting. Who can shoot better at the end of the day sometimes, you know?
Well, it definitely helps to shoot well in 3x3 games. Gold up and on top, 7 points to 5. Here's Fish. Drives in against the much, much smaller defender there, Irvine.
He's using his size to his advantage. Yeah, not the fastest thing in the world, Fish.
No, he's not. But very good at, you know, just holding off defenders, finishing with the off arm. Here's Tapia. Just about, may have got the ball there, drives all the way to the basket, scores that tie game, 7 points each, 7.5. As Tonge dribbles out, can't make the 2 there.
Tapia's shooting ability opens up his driving lanes for him, because he has been one of the standout shooters, I feel, over the couple weeks we've had this. Yeah,
I still think if I was drafting shooters, I think Matt Miszewski would be number 1, and then I'd probably pick Stevenson as number 2, just because I know his shot is so fast, and he's quite tall as well, so he can catch it and have it launched before the defenders really realise what's happened. Whereas Miszewski's probably a better, almost a, you know, Christchurch version of Steph Curry, able to shoot off the bounce or off the catch. And
he's left-handed too, which makes it tough.
Here's Tapia. He's like, I'm just going to set you up for my move. It doesn't matter how close you get to me. I'm going to shoot this, and it's going to go in. And Tonge, though, with the answer. So UC Gold goes down 1, and then that 2 puts them back up by 1. Stevenson can't do it, so Tonge with the rebound here. I can't really believe this team only scored 4 points in their last game.
Yeah.
And like 13 right now.
It was interesting, you know. Gators really just put those. We're quick.
Yeah, I suppose that was more of how well Gators played than how badly UC looked. So I think by the time you're down by 10 points or halfway through the game, you've got to try some things which may not be what you really want to do. Great pass there from Tonge inside to Russo off the flush. 6 minutes to play here as Maroon suddenly finds themselves down 4 after they were up 1. So 5-0 run. And Brent Fisher ends that to put his team on 11. Tonge the crossover. And the sort of Statue of Liberty dunk there.
Yeah. Athletic for a big guy, you know.
Yeah, he's...
Rotorua boys product.
He is.
Yep.
And the Canterbury Rams squad as well.
Yep.
I don't think he's had any active minutes for them, but definitely...
No, tournament team last week, under 19s for Canterbury as well. And I believe he was their captain.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Now, there was a little bit of discussion about Walter Brown being unlucky to miss out.
Oh, yeah, he was very unlucky, you know.
You know, as I said, not directly to him, but to other people, like, hey, everyone whose opinion you probably care about knows how much you meant to that team and how instrumental you were in the national championship.
Yeah, 10 for 11 Walter Brown was in the final.
Yeah, that's a good percentage, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, Tonge has pretty much taken over this game as he hit a 2 a while back. His team's up 18-13. Stevenson launches the 2, can't make it, and here's Patterson with, not Patterson, Irvine with the rebound. And Fish tries to have a take foul.
They're just trying to foul, I think, have a break. Yeah.
And that's what it was. So Fish was like, I'm trying to foul to get a timeout. Oh, well, I might as well steal the ball.
Yeah.
And then the other UC Gold ended up fouling him so they could have, both teams I think were ready for a timeout there. UC Gold up 18-13, just over halfway through.
With UC Gold leading, I think they would finish 3rd, and this could be a preview.
Yeah, if they finish 3rd. Yeah, they would finish 3rd if they win this game. Yeah. Sorry, 2nd. Oh, no, it depends on the number of points.
Yeah.
But, if they win this game, they will be playing each other in 2 games' time.
And so now 1 versus 4 is Gators taking on the Rams.
Whereas if UC Maroon come back and win, then we'll just have to check the points. It depends how many points Gold scores as to whether they finish ahead of Round.1-2 or behind them.
The game has picked up a little bit.
Tonge and 2 hands, 2 feet, the throwdown there.
I think the warmer climate, you know, it's helping.
It helps a little bit.
Helps with the jumping and, you know.
Yeah, well, I think it's probably you're aware of how the competition's going and, you know, what works best for your team as well. Because, as you said, not a lot of these teams have done much in the way of practice. Like, this is something extra on top rather than this being the only thing that's going on basketball-wise. And so it's great, you know, all 6 teams. As you said, Ben Bowie was the only one that was, you know, a late inactive from earlier in the week. So, I know that's one of the things when competitions played over 2 nights is UC Gold.
No, they got that wrong. They did carry on. Yeah.
Yeah, they got a double 2. Is that what happened? So the score's actually 19-15. Because it went, 19-17 is the point went on to the wrong team.
I think that threw them off a little bit, the buzzer game.
So anyway, we're all sorted here. Stevenson's looking for Fisher inside. He gets it. He's out behind the 2-point line. Drives in, takes contact, makes it. 19-18. Patterson, and this time it is game over, so 21-18, and these 2 teams will be playing each other. And I'll actually work out which team finished 1st and 2nd. I think it's still be UC Gold will have 76 points, and UC Maroon's going to be 2nd regardless anyway.
So they are playing.
So they will be playing each other, and that means Gators will be playing Round.1-2.
Yeah.
So we have about 5 minutes before semi-final number 1, which will be Gators.exe, and they're playing in white, and they'll be up against Rams.exe in blue. Right, semi-final number 1 here, Gators.exe and the White Tops. First place qualifiers with a perfect record over the, we'll say the regular season, but the initial round games. And they're going up against Rams.exe, who finished in 4th place in the games with a 2-3 record, but started playing a lot better as the competition sort of went on.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see when Ben Hall and Ben Bowie come back, see what kind of dynamic they bring.
Right, yes.
This only being the first round of 2, I believe.
Three,
yeah.
yep. So
yeah.
yeah, each of the rounds is played over 2 nights so that you play all of the teams. I think Gators should be favoured given how well, over 20 points in all of their wins. And it's really going to be like, if Miszewski gets going, I think they're going to win, and it's a bad sign for Rams.exe.
Yeah.
But, if you can just make Gators miss enough, and you hit enough of them, you can steal a win here. Like, it's a lot easier to cause an upset in 3x3 than it is in 5-on-5. Robinson probably should have gone for the kick out to Cham when he realised he was being doubled. Faitawa to Nye. Nice quick scoop shot there, and Nottenbeld in for the rebound. And you can see just how quick, like Gators is like bang the ball around, and if you catch it and you're open, you've got to let it fly. And Faitawa and I was ready, I think, to turn and shoot that one there.
Yeah. After hitting that first one, he was ready to let that one fly.
Lavery in. Nanai gets his arms on the ball there, and that's what he was trying to do last time, just dribble out, turn around, launch it. So 8 points to 3, Gators.EXE, early lead here. Cham with the drive in, behind the back pass, and that was a tough shot there. Murray McGregor, Miszczewski went in, looked like he really wanted to make sure he made that layup after he missed one a few games back. And so far it's looking like it's Gators' game.
Yeah, they just seem to be playing with a lot more speed. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, well, home court gives you a little bit of an advantage, but I don't think that's the only thing.
No. They're speed and precision, and they're shooting the shots when they're open. And they've taken Matt's shooting away, but he is capable of driving to the hoop.
Yes. So they're up 10 points to 3. I think that's a warning there.
Yeah, he
just
touched the ball.
Interfering. It
Unlucky.
looked a little bit too obvious, didn't it? Bouncing off his head. So I'm not entirely sure what. Oh, we're just waiting for the scoreboard to be corrected here. I was looking at the wrong person.
It's been a pretty quick game, minute 50 and Gators already got 10 points. It's
I know.
Quick.
Right, so anyway, Rams.exe need to start scoring some points in a hurry and also getting some stops. Lavery, nice find inside to Robinson, 10 points, plays 4. Gators.exe, Nickel, he's blocked there as he turned, expected to be open for a 2. Lavery, Nickel just about repays the favour, but definitely forces him into a miss. Here's Miszczewski, you can see how much attention he's requiring. And Chan had his hand in there. Nordenbout will go to the line to shoot 1, subs for both teams. You could see there Miszczewski with the experience reminding him of Faitawa and I to stay up and guard that shooter up the top because he's going to try and get open. And I think he did get open anyway, but because the ball wasn't cleanly got. So offensive screen there against Blue. That'll be Robinson setting that up. 10-4 still the score. And as the game start meaning more, this is where you usually see a bit more aggressive defense. Great crossover there from Nickel. Good finish as well.
Great handle for a big guy,
Lavery, I think, possibly in 3x3 needs to realise if he's open for a 2, he probably needs to.
That.
He does.
Yeah. I think we talked about that before the game. If you're open, you have to shoot the ball.
It's only about 2 on the clock. Yeah, he drives in, great hang time there to put that up and in.
So good at getting to the hoop. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose if you're up by 6 or 7 points, then going to the rim. 2 on the clock here, and great defense forces the turnover. Lavery inside. He finds Robinson, and now Murray McGregor's open for 2 and gets that in. 7-11, so Rams making a bit of a comeback here.
The great equalizer, the 2-point shot. Yeah.
Nickel, I thought he wanted it. Fakes, drives in, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. This basket will not count.
It's great defense. A little bit of a stagnant offense, Gators were there. That's the first time they've really haven't penetrated and kicked.
Yeah, I think they just look so much better when Miszczewski's out there because he just creates so much space for everyone else, and he's moving virtually the whole time. But Faitawa and I, if he can do that, turn, catch, 1 jab step, and then just realise I'm open, I can make it. Good feed inside. Robinson takes his time and does get fouled on the second attempt. Probably should have made the first one though, but I think maybe didn't realise quite how open he was.
No, he's getting great position. Using his pump fakes well. But as you're right, he's the biggest guy on the court. He needs to finish those at 6-7. Yeah. And needs to make his free throws. Yeah.
Yeah, that would. The Rams are probably going to look back at this if they lose and say, man, there's a couple of mistakes we made that look worse than it was. As Miszewski makes a 2 there, Lavery drives in, makes the basket. So that's where you should be driving it in if you're going to score and get one from the free throw line as well. Probably the best shooting lineup here for Rams.exe.
Yeah, and probably the quickest one too. Yeah.
So would you have, I mean, I know you basically switch nearly everything in 3x3.
Yeah.
Who would you have as the initial defender on Miszewski out of this lineup?
Probably start with Jaden.
Right.
Chan, because we're going to switch anyway. You want him to end up...
You want one of the bigger, longer guys
like
on him.
Right. Bradley or a Tane.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there, Miszewski looking better and better as he drives to the rim from that left-hand side. 16-9, Chan launches a 2. Nothing but net there, so 16-11. Rams not going away, but they're only 5 points away from Gators having another win here. Miszewski inside. Murray
Great
McGregor
recovery.
sends it back. 3 seconds on the clock, and great defense there. Chan drives, steps through, tries to flick it up and in. Moss gets it back to Miszewski, and like you just know, like if he's open, it's probably going to be 2 points.
Deadly. Yeah.
18-11 now. You know, it's almost heartbreaking. You had a chance for a layup.
Yeah.
And so we've got a shooting foul there. So we'll have two free throws here for Lavery. Sub Robinson comes back in.
Yeah, Brad showed his worth with that defense recovery and the block.
Yes.
You know, so that's probably why I would have him on there. But
yeah, it's also the fitness. You've got to, like, if you've got a subbing routine and you don't take it, you may miss your chance when you actually really need it. So,
sure.
Although shooting 2 free throws, you're like, actually, I've got a bit of a break here anyway. So here's Miszewski. You can see straight pass and gets up high for that. 19-13. Lavery dances with the ball. And like, there's not many guys that would even think to pass like that. Jump up and throw a bounce pass down from your hip. So 5.3 on the shot clock here. Lavery takes the 2 this time, hits it, and see, that's probably what's frustrating. Like, he's a very good shooter as well. Miszewski, does he want to win the game? He definitely does. Ooh, and it was just about 19-15, so Rams close. A 2 here would make it exciting. Lavery, reverse layup, so 19-16. They've got to make sure there are no 2s given up at all. Faitawa Nanai to the basket, misses. Nickel open for 2. It's dead on, and it goes down. So Gators.exe book their ticket to the final. Rams.exe, valiant effort, but...
Yeah, I feel it was a great game. Rams came out strong. You know, just the shooting ability from
Miszewski,
and who was the fighter?
Yeah, Faitawa Nanai.
Faitawa Nanai, just, you know, and that was the difference, really.
It was. Anyway, what have we got? Probably we've got about 7 minutes before the next game, which is the one we just saw about 15 minutes ago. UC Gold just walking onto the court here. They're in the gold uniforms this time, and UC Maroon is in the white ones.
Yeah, I feel like this will be a bit more intense.
I think it will. Like this one, like loser go home, winner you're in the final against Gators. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes to talk through this game. All right, we're just getting ready here for semi-final number 2. I keep saying Gators, but it's UC Gold in the yellow tops or the gold tops, and they're going up against UC Maroon in the white tops. Currently, most of them are in their warm-up shirts at the moment, but you can see the maroon shorts on underneath. So you were expecting a much more intense game this time around than what we saw about
definitely.
15 minutes ago.
I just saw Fish hitting in the corridor, and he said, "Yeah, we're definitely going to play for a spot in the final, so it'll be a lot more intense than it was."
I'd expect nothing less, to be honest, but like the thing is, if Tonj hits all those twos like he did in the previous game, they can do it. But I think the balance that UC Maroon has, they have the one really big guy, Fisher, inside, and then 3 very, very good shooters on the outside.
Yeah, I'll give the slight edge to Maroon, but the way, like I said, UC Gold have a bit of momentum after their win, so they could. They could do it again. It could be close. Yeah. But like we said, I think Gators are the clear-cut favourites.
Yeah, no, the way, I mean, it's been Miszewski shooting, and then Faitawa and I, like, is a close second behind him. So. Which goes to show you don't need to be the biggest team if you're the best shooting.
No,
Anyway, here's Tupaia, drive inside, spin, can't make it, and Russo with the rebound. Tonj. And you can see how much closer Stevenson is this time after all those twos he hit. Russo hit one last game but doesn't this time. Stevenson, hand up from Tonj on him. Tupaia fakes it inside to Fish. Not much time though, only 3 on the shot clock. Loses the ball and either would have been out of bounds or a shot clock violation anyway, so regardless it's UC Gold ball.
So a bit of good defense there by Gold.
Here's Tonj, and there's both teams have that same. Well, the Gold team runs it a lot more, that NBA screen into a flare screen, and they look like a bit of a carry ball there for Tupaia. Fisher, just you can see there, that was Patterson tries to just wrap him up early. It doesn't matter, he got the shot up regardless anyway. So Fisher at the free throw line. He used to bank these on purpose, hasn't for a few years though. And we've just had a power outage.
Power outage? So might have to stop the game.
Someone's just knocked the HDMI cable. Which unfortunately made the music all go as well, so it sounds very quiet in here. There we go, the music's back, so we should have the screens turn on. There we go.
There we go. So they've had a wee bit of a ref timeout there, so...
So did that free throw go in? I can't even remember.
Not sure.
So yeah, so it's yellow ball, UC Gold ball.
Still at 0-0. I don't think he made it. So.
Yeah, I definitely got thrown off my game by everything suddenly stopping. As Stevenson sends that one out of there, and
they're not letting Aiden get to the hoop like he did in the previous game.
Yeah, 3 on the clock here. Patterson, not Patterson, Irvine shoots the 2, can't make it. Stevenson dribbles out, and Sam Jenkins comes off the handoff, hits the 2, and that opens the scoring. UC Maroon up 2-0. Tonj fakes the handoff, comes back. Patterson for 2. A little bit short, but Tonj now a little bit more energy, I think, than Fisher.
Yeah.
Able to get that rebound. Stevenson, though, this off the miss. Both teams looking a little, we'll just say careful, like not wanting to, make mistakes.
Yeah.
And Jenkins is like, well, I've hit 2 shots. Hit my first, I'm definitely taking this one. Hits that one, so it's 4-0. UC Maroon on top here.
So now we've gone with both teams with the smaller lineup, with Fisher and Tonj out. So it'll be interesting to see who has the better guard shooting abilities in this group here.
Well, it's been Sam Jenkins until that pass, we'll say, which went straight to Tupaia instead of 2 points. 5 now, nothing for UC Maroon. Russo gets all the way to the rim, opens the scoring for UC Gold there. Tupaia thought about it. Inside Stevenson. He's usually on the outside. He's in the lane, and that's where he's finding himself getting targeted in the post a fair bit.
I think that must be a game plan. It'll be interesting to find out what Pete Van Hassel talked about in terms of he probably would have talked to both teams.
Yeah, like I wonder if he talked to them together, like, hey, I can't do much for you guys now, like, good luck both of you, or if he talked to them individually and was like, hey, I really want you guys to win, and then to the other team, hey, I told them I want them to win, but it's really you guys. Anyway, Tapia, step back 2, doesn't hit it, and substitutions, shooters come in for both teams. Stevenson goes out along with Irvine.
Maroon have a lot more urgency this time around. So defensively, they're contesting shots and, making life a little bit more difficult for the gold team.
And great finish there for Tonge. 6 points to 3. Fisher, spin baseline, easy bucket for him. Tonge, though, is like, well, there's a chance for me to get the rebound and then just go out quickly and get something. And that 2 goes down, but doesn't stay down. Tapia with the launch. Fisher goes right at Tonge, can't make it, and he gets the rebound. Irvine, I think, possibly was, Patterson probably was fouled that one, even 3x3 wise. But he gets a block on Big Brent Fisher there. Tonge dances a little bit. Russo, one quick fake and up high.
Exploded to the hoop. Very athletic as Russo. But it's just a little slowed down. The pace has slowed down a little bit.
It is, like I'm saying, there's quite a few guys looking pretty tired, and that'll be exactly what Gators want to see. Waiting for the winner of this is they've probably had one of the, the best level of fitness out of the teams playing, and knowing that they're going to be playing a tired team. Yeah, I think they'll be well-deserved favourites regardless of who they play in the final. Anyway, UC Maroon on defence here, up 9 points to 5. Great back cut, good feed from Tonge, finds Patterson.
Great catch.
6 to 9. So the shot clock's on 2. I don't think that's quite right. Yeah, no, just reset it to 12 here. Yeah. I was going to say, because Yellow just scored on that back cut. There's a fake, and then they get the screen back here to Tapia. 5 on the clock. Here's Jenkins. Drives in, tries to take the floater. Stevenson with the rebound and put back. 10-6 the score. 5:40. Here's Tonge dribbling out. Hand off to Patterson. Nice fake and quick crossover. Feed inside to Tonge. And you can hear in the background Pete Van Hassel counting the shot clock for both teams. Yeah. When needed.
I don't think coaching would be an issue in terms of like
Stevenson
from any coaches, because
yeah. No, I think counting down the shot clock's fine.
Yeah. Maybe timeout here. Timeout White.
Yeah, so they were up 10 points to 6, 5:19 to play here. As we can hear behind us, the Gators team starting their warm-up.
If I'm Maroon, I'm just saying no 2s. Let's just accumulate our 1s and shoot 2s if we're open.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, we want to look for the inside out. Like all 3 of their guys are very good shooters throughout the competition.
And gold, I'm like, we're trying to get quick 2s.
Yeah.
That's offensively.
7.8 here. Here's Irvine inside. Flare screen for Patterson. Drives only 3 seconds. Takes a step back. Can't get it. And Russo bounces off his hands. And it'll be Maroon ball up the top. So we're about halfway through. Here's Stevenson. And that's what you have to be really cognizant of against him. Like, he can catch and, just shoot straight away. With Tapia inside, scores an easy putback there. Irvine launches the 2. I was going to say in and out. It almost went in and out and in again, but did eventually bounce out.
One that you probably...
And Stevenson misses his. Fisher with the rebound, and Russo denies that. And that 2 does go in. And the ball's gone out of bounds here. I think both teams happy to have a substitution break. Says Tonge, his team down by 7 points now, 4.5 minutes to go. Finds Russo. You can see how late Fisher's coming out to him.
Yeah, well, great defense.
It was good.
Fish there, though.
And Tapia, Russo went flying at him. like sold out on that. It didn't matter. 15-6. So Maroon in control here with just over 4 to play. Fisher drives in, scoop layup, and he makes it.
It's
an unfish-like move.
There's a little bit of flair there from Fish. It was surprising.
And Tonge, he's going to need some more of those if they're going to come back. Jenkins, though, he hit 2 to start off, hits a third one here. So 18 plays 8.
Sam Jenkins really changed the game when he came out, making those early 2s, really set the tone for Maroon. And Tapia just has been the icing on the cake, really, for them to make the final.
So 20 points to 9. Russo off to the left here. 3 on the clock. So Irvine shoots, hits that. So still a tiny bit of life, 20-11, but they can't let any basket get scored here at all. Yeah. Here's Fisher. He's like, well, I've got a few points to play with. I'm going to launch this 2 here.
I haven't shot a 2 all tournament, so I'll shoot one now.
And bonus rest as the ball is bounced away down in the corner. Only one game after this one will be the winner of this game up against Gators.EXE. Tonge, up fake, drive, draws 2 defenders.
There's a shot clock violation there. Shot clock went off.
I think it was meant to be on 12 before they got it. Or maybe the score bench just wanted the buzzer to go off to check it was still working. So running out of time here, though, 3 minutes, down by 9, and you can't let any basket get scored whatsoever.
Yeah,
it's going to be tough. And it's on the ground.
On the ground, he thought about it.
Stevenson was like, I was turning around to shoot. Patterson's got a bit of a smile there for him. And timeout for UC Gold. They're like, this is do or die time, guys.
Raw smile from each player there.
It's like, we've got to just, honestly, we can't let any basket go, but we've also got to probably gamble on a few steals.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have to get enough possessions to actually cut back into this lead.
Yeah, it's almost impossible, but when you got time, there's always anything is possible.
Yes.
Yeah, but
it's hard when you don't have much time and you can't afford any more points to be scored. And here, this is where UC Maroon doesn't even need to look for 2s because it's not, points don't matter when it's a semi-final game. You just want to win. So actually getting to 21. Whereas normally, if this was a regular pool game, teams would, up by 9 will probably be looking for 2s to get that extra point. Russo is fouled there. Did a lot of work.
I think I would have called that one too. Yeah,
So we may actually run out of time here if neither team can score for the next 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting one. One team doesn't score for 3 minutes, but they still win the game because they're.
You see there, Tonge just gave up the foul straight away.
I believe that's on the floor too. I like the way that Gold aren't giving away easy layups just to finish the game.
Yes.
Making Maroon earn it.
And good job by Tonge just to keep that ball alive for his teammate Patterson to pick it up. Russo, the thing is you need 2s here because there's not much time left. Tonge shoots with 2 on the clock. Just a tiny bit too strong there. Yeah, 2 on the shot clock and just over 2 minutes in the game. Tapia ices it, and as I said, they probably don't even look for 2s.
No.
He doesn't care. He's like, well, I've had all these other 2s. I'm going to take that one. And that sets up our final.
In saying that last 2 minutes they didn't score was 2 minutes they could have been resting.
Yes, that's true. So we've probably got about 5 minutes before the grand final, which will be UC Maroon, which will be playing in the maroon tops up against Gators.EXE, who are in white tops, and Maroon will probably take a little bit of a rest before the final. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes to talk you through that one. All right, last game of the round one, which is played over two separate Sunday nights. So UC Maroon, second qualifier, going up against Gators.EXE in white. And despite looking pretty tired, UC Maroon comes out and looks full of energy here. Only 4 on the clock. Stevenson, quick catch and shoot too. Can't make it, and Nottenbelt with the rebound for Gators.EXE. You can see they're trailing over the top. Stevenson that extra length, but lost ball goes straight to Miszczewski for one inside.
That was unlucky. You know, those ones, sometimes you get lucky.
Here's Fisher inside, swarming defense. Yeah, he didn't realise that he was doubled, and Tupaia was wide open behind the 2-point line if he could have got it to him. Faitawa and I, great sidestep two, hits that one. So Gators.EXE up 3-0.
Very impressive today and very consistent with his 2-point shooting. Yeah.
And here's Nottenbelt. Yeah, I think I don't know. We have to pick the MVP, but off air. But I've got my idea for who's probably, and we've probably mentioned it as the best shooter in the competition that we've seen over the 2 nights. He's probably my pick thus far. We'll see what happens in the final though. And Faitawa and I has played, you know, exceptional as the sort of second shooter there on the team for Gators.
And I think he played the first week too. So
yep, no, both.
I'd probably give the edge to Faitawa and I.
You think so?
Yeah, because he's been consistent and. I don't know, are we picking or you picking?
It's me, but I'll listen to some input from you off here. Anyway, Tupaia gets UC Maroon on the board, up 4. Gold up. No, Gators up 4-2. I've been calling UC Gold Gators all night, and now I call Gators the gold team. Tupaia ties the game up, 4 points each.
And that's what Tupaia's been doing over the course of the two sessions. You know, he's been pretty deadly. Yeah.
And Miszczewski, he's after blowing that initial layup, he's been very good finishing aside. Jenkins somehow looked like the side of the rim. It had enough spin on it to roll it in. Step back from Faitawa and I for his team down 1 point, 6 points to 5. Fisher inside. You can see Nottenbelt, and that's where it's probably almost a take foul because you're like, yeah, I actually want to sub. You see him walking to the bench now anyway.
Interesting, you know.
Well, it's possibly not the...
probably a good foul.
It is.
Fish not being a very good free throw shooter, but...
You can see Stevenson there saying to Jenkins, who's new to the team, like, you need to guard Miszczewski. Like,
yeah. And Fish makes me eat my words and him making a
free throw. Yeah, he's a reasonable shooter. Yeah, it's just he did go for... When we went over to Argentina, he was banking all his free throws in, but then realised it depended what the backboard was made out of. His Faitawa and I, a bit of contact there, gets the block. Miszczewski all the way to the rim. 6 points to 7. UC Maroon up by 1 point. Quarter of the way through the time. Here's Fish, just bullies his way to the rim. Scores that one 6-8. Faitawa and I, step through floater, and Fisher with the rebound. Stevenson the handoff. Jenkins open for 2. In and out. So I suppose that one looked like it was going in. Miszczewski from the corner, and just remember, he doesn't take much to get an open look.
And he doesn't need much space either, and neither does
neither does Stevenson, or time for him. So 10 points. Actually, that last basket may have only been a 1 for Gators. I'll just double check that.
James is just checking the score. I think that's 10-8. Yeah, they've got it correct now. 10-8. Matt hit the corner 2-pointer. And I believe Stevenson came back with a 2-pointer. So 10-8?
Yeah, 10-8 is correct. Yeah, it was the Miszczewski shot in the corner down by the shot clock. The double checking if that was a 1 or a 2.
Yeah, clearly looked like a 2 to me. So.
It did to me, but I'm not also watching their feed. Anyway, Nickel makes the free throw, 9-10. Stevenson, quick 2 off to the right. And fumble ball, Tupaia comes out with it. Stevenson had started cutting instead of waiting where he was open for 2. And Tupaia, too much traffic there, is not about with the steal.
Tupaia almost might have had a layup there.
Not about, great pass out. Nickel, though, not as easy to get past Jenkins as he thought. Nottenbelt to the rim and misses the dunk there, unfortunately for him. Jenkins open 2. Hits this one, so they're up 12-9.
It's a bit of a momentum swing, a missed dunk into a two-pointer, you know.
It
You
is.
gotta make those.
Now, I was just going to say that the way to get that momentum back is to make a 2 of your own, and Faitawa and I does just that. Tapia a little bit too strong, Nottenbelt with the rebound. Inside 6 minutes. I don't think we're going to need all the time in this game, though. The way both of these teams like to shoot 2s. Faitawa and I hits that one with 2 defenders close to him. 13-12. Jenkins, can he hit that one? Can't. Nottenbelt up high for the rebound. Stevenson got a hand to it momentarily.
3 in a row. Yeah, better contest. Yeah.
It is. You can see just how desperate people are to get out to those 2-point shooters. Faitawa and I was right there against Tapia. And that pass was a little bit slow. It doesn't matter. Nickel has enough time to set it up and hit it. 15-12. Gators, they were down 2 before.
Now they're up 3, yeah.
Yeah, they've gone on a 7-0 run. It was 8-10, and now all of a sudden 15-12. Tapia takes the hit, keeps on ticking. 15-13. Nickel for 2. Hits that one. 17-13. It's a great answer from Gators when all the momentum was with UC Maroon. I'm somewhat surprised they've not decided to take a timeout here.
No, they probably need one. The momentum swung completely in Gators' control after.
And I don't think he meant to foul him. It was just one of those, the ball's right there, I've got a chance to go to it. Nottenbelt had it, and then probably not expecting to get hit from someone coming in from the 3-point line.
I think Nickel
was meant to dive.
To roll there, yeah, had a layup because they played the 2-pointer real well in defense.
And Mistrucci, and there's a Stevenson just ran into. So you can definitely see the intensity is ramped up. I saw Stevenson run right into Nottenbelt.
Getting a lot more physical now.
And Nottenbelt with the running block there. Shot clock got reset, and I don't think it should have. So currently 9 on the clock. I think it possibly should have expired, but no one's bringing any attention to that. 7 on the clock. Here's Fisher.
They got to be a lot quicker running their sets.
Tapia, miss goes long. Fish inside, takes the bump. Nice balanced turnaround. Hits that. 17-14. 4 minutes to play. Faitawa and I, he's wide open for this one. One of his easier looks, doesn't quite make it. And we've just crept under 4 minutes now. And here we have the timeout for UC Maroon. The one that we thought was probably needed about a minute ago.
Yeah.
They have scored a point and held Gators without any, though.
Gators just have missed shots pretty much. They've had good looks, you know. They've
hit
them throughout the course of the night.
The Faitawa and I one's probably the easiest shot Lockie's had all night, which may have been why he missed it when he was like, normally I'm like attacking and rushing into a step back.
Yeah.
Well, on this I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got so much time and space to shoot this one.
Yeah. UC Maroon is still in it. I think if they score here, either a 2 or a 1 to put pressure on Gators, you know, it's anyone's game from here.
Here's their NBA screen. We see both teams ran it. They didn't have the flair though, I suppose, because it went into a handoff from Jenkins. Good defense from Nickel.
It was a great box out.
But when you're worried so much about boxing out, he still got the rebound over to Nickel from the corner. It's there, 19-14. So Mistrucci, like that effort to get the box out and then the tip out. Stevenson with the 2, 19-16. They've got to make sure they don't give up any 2s. Nickel hits that, and that is the game winner. So Gators.EXE, your winners of the initial round of the Southern Conference in 2021. We have a quick presentation on court. We'll have a chat off air about who we think the MVP of the game was.
waiting for James.
All right, so the champions here, round one. It's been a fun night. Well, two nights, I'd say, for us. We have Gators.EXE in their white uniforms.
And they were the more consistent over the 2 nights.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't dropped a single game. And they got to 21 in all of them except for one game, I think.
Yeah.
And first place sign there. That makes it official, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit hard to see on the live stream with the photographer in front.
But they're officially the Southern Conference first place winners. They will take 100, is it 100 points?
I can't remember what it is, but it's the teams will go up. And then we just have a presentation here for the MVP of the opening round. And Amosa Whaitawan and I, great defence. He hit a bunch of 2s when his team needed them.
And he was the most consistent, I thought, throughout the 2 nights that we had this.
Yeah, no, it's been a great job. I can't actually remember the next round we have. I think it's in 2 weeks' time, off the top of my head. I'll just check that. We will be same place, same time, 7 o'clock. Is
27th, I believe.
And that would be exactly 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks,
so
27th, yeah. I unfortunately won't be here that week. I'm away with I've got a New Zealand under-17 multi camp that I'll be at over that weekend.
Well, I'm sure your teams will do well. You'll be able to tune into the live stream and pop some comments on there.
I'll be definitely watching the live stream.
No, thank you everyone for tuning in. So round one over and out. The 3x3.EXE Southern Premier Competition, Southern Conference wrapping up round one, and we'll be back in 2 weeks' time.
Cool. Cheers.
Did you want us to hop on the commentator? Oh, kia ora whānau.